Hi, I'm Taylor,
And I'm Jamie.
and we're here with some of our plastic and just to talk about Plastic Free July in general. Um, this is the first item of plastic I got. It's been talked about a little bit before. It is a lollipop wrapper. A lot of plastic is used in business promotion, and that's not really necessary as far as lollipops go. It is a bit more sanitary, but we could move on to paper wrap or just skip the lollipop. Um, Another plastic item I got was stickers. Been having a hard time with stickers. Someone actually gave me one on my receipt, so I didn't get a choice in that one. But also on like spaghetti squash and apples. I eat apples every day. Most of them have stickers. I haven't kept them all, but I should have many stickers at this point. One of the issues we've been running into is what we call pointless plastic. I don't know if you've ever gotten a jar and then it's not only sealed with the jar lid, but also wrapped in plastic again. So I've got some of that from the coconut oil I got. It was in a glass jar, but it had plastic over it and then a spoon taped to it. And then one other issue is just when you can't get a product without plastic packaging. We made our deodorant, which is excellent, and we'll talk about that after, but it needs arrowroot powder, and we've only found that in plastic. We haven't even found it in the bulk section at any of the stores we've looked at. So if you know where to get this plastic free, please do let us know. We would love to hear from you, all your tips and tricks, and maybe where you know things that we don't. So that would be great.
So, like you can see with a lot of the plastic that Taylor has, a lot of it is almost unavoidable. Like the issues with the medication. Medication you can't really find without plastic, and you're not going to tell people, don't go get medication, because obviously your personal health has to come before your environmental impact to an extent. But and then with the overpackaging, again, you can do your best to find something that is packaged in as little plastic as possible, but a lot of the times you're not going to find anything with no plastic. And because a lot of people aren't aware to the point that they should be, you get a lot of people just handing out plastic covered products, or you'll ask for like no straw at a restaurant or something, and they'll forget, which is totally fine and normal, but they'll forget, and you'll end up with a plastic straw or a lid or something.
And that's very frustrating.
Very frustrating.
You're trying to go plastic free, but
and then there's the issue with financial need as well too, right? Like if you're on a budget, you're going to choose Walmart over something like Roots, and the packaging of Walmart versus Roots, you're not going to find a whole lot that's not packaged in plastic. But they do have a bulk section now. We're happy about this.
They also sell instant oatmeal. It's my go-to breakfast, and it's plastic free.
That's another problem we've had. Oh, issues with like public amenities like soap. How do you avoid using plastic by using public soap other than carrying around your own little bar of soap?
We didn't realize that we could do this. I actually have a reusable soap carrier that I used when I went traveling, but it's wet and then it leaks out on your stuff, and I didn't want to carry that and then carry a towel, or even just carrying it in the first place. It feels like a lot when you're already carrying your reusable mug and your water bottle, and you've got your utensils and you've got your reusable dishes, and at some point it does become a lot. And I do feel bad because it's important to choose the planet over our own convenience. I think that's a pretty clear priority and not hard to make, but in some cases hard to keep when it comes to soap. But I mean, at least it's one bag of soap goes for many people. And then our other issue has been toilet paper overwrap, partially because we live at home, so our parents just buy the toilet paper and we don't want to buy our own, choosing convenience again. But we haven't even really seen toilet paper wrapped in paper. We've heard that it exists, and we're not into the whole family cloth thing. I don't know if you've read about that, but I like toilet paper. Bit of a baby about that, I guess. But now we're going to move on to things that are working really well. Like one of the things that I really like is I've been using a Bigo food wrap actually since Christmas time, just because I thought it sounded neat, and it's awesome. Works really well. Even like I wrapped a peanut butter and honey sandwich, and it was so hot the honey melted everywhere, but it was still easier to pick up the sandwich than if it had been in like a plastic container where, you know, it'll be stuck there. I don't know. It was easier. I love a Bigo. It's amazing. Do recommend.
We have our reusable containers. Taylor's got her hot one. I've got my cold one. So, you know, these are pretty easy. Like, this isn't something that's going to take a lot of effort out of your life. Like, that's the big things we're looking for are the easy changes, and like, you know, the changes that are impacting your life for the better, that are making your life easier. And, you know, you get that 10-cent discount. Good.
Yeah, it's worth it.
The deodorant. The deodorant has been the big star so far of Plastic Free July, I think. And this is something that we're both going to continue after, just because it has worked so well. And it's so good. Like, there's nothing, you know, everything that goes into it. It's cheap to make it yourself. There is the issue of, you know, finding the ingredients without the plastic, like the coconut oil, even though it comes in the jar, it still has the plastic wrap on the lid, or finding the arrowroot powder without plastic.
But baking soda is plastic free.
That's
almost all the time. And then even though you are using plastic still to make it, we figured that you're using less plastic and it's still recyclable because of the new OFPP program at the depot. Other flexible plastic packaging, just bring it on down, covers a lot of stuff. So, just, you know, it's been really good. That's something we're going to keep using forever, I think, as well as the shampoo bars. I really like. They're cheaper, they last forever, and they're super convenient, and they're smaller, and I really don't have anything bad to say about them at all.
Really no negatives. A lot of this is just really, it's changed our lives for the better.
They're just fantastic. It's the same level of convenience. The deodorant, I actually pack into a deodorant container, and then because it's so hot, I have to keep it in the fridge. But because it's so hot, that's actually nice in the morning, you know? And we just smell like coconut all the time. It's good. It's a good way to smell.
Another one has been the hot topic lately with, you know, Vancouver getting rid of or doing the ban on the plastic straws, which we're so excited about. But, I mean, like, you can get glass straws, you can get metal straws, you can get plastic straws. Very cheap. Like, I think this was Town and Country.
Yeah.
Town and Country vintage, and this was $3 $3 to $5. But if you think about the amount of times you're going to use it, and, you know, it's dishwasher safe,
you can also get bamboo straws. Or I think I've heard of silicone straws.
Right.
So there are a range of options. Our favorite that we've tried is the metal straw. So it's a good place to start. Another thing I've been doing is actually baking my own bread, because I'm way too cheap to go out and buy fancy bread that is not already wrapped in a plastic bag. It's way cheaper. We're estimating like a maximum of 50 cents a loaf. It's not actually too hard to make. I just make sourdough, so it's just flour and water. You know, I just mix a few things together in the morning, and then in the evening I add more flour and throw it in the oven for like an hour, and then I always have fresh bread. So I'm happy. My wallet's happy. My plastic bag is happy.
And then we could talk about, well, we've also had a really great introduction to the bulk aisle. Taylor kind of knew before, but I'm a newbie to the bulk aisle.
I found bulk pasta.
It's been good. There's a lot in there, and we have been making our own little reusable bags. This is just dollar store fabric, no plastic packaging. It's fantastic. So you can just like, they have like bulk everything that you can think of.
Yeah, except arrowroot powder.
Like, except arrowroot powder, but we're working on it. But it's good.
Pretty much everything you need. Protein powder even.
And lots of different kinds. Like, there's 3 different vegan ones. There's probably 2 different whey ones.
All kinds of like grains and nuts and all the healthy things you want to eat are there. Just know we were sad to say goodbye to frozen food for the month. I probably will have the occasional freezer meal over the next couple months once this is over, because I am bad at time management. That's what we've really learned, is we're bad at time management. But I still managed to make bread. If I can do it, you can do it.
There we go. It's something to work on, and it's teaching us valuable lessons. So
Yeah, it's been a life enriching experience, and we're really looking forward to the rest of the month, and just using what we've learned up until now to do an even better job getting less plastic.
So come join our page and hang out, and even it's never too late to join the Plastic Free July, or even do your own month.
Ridge Meadows Plastic Free July. There's still 2 weeks left. You can join the page, or do it for a day, do it for a week, do it for the rest of your life. I'm not on that page yet, but
so hopefully we'll see you there. Bye.